Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay. Wine Boy.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Hot Topics. My name is Cecil.
And I'm Nick Cannon. Welcome.
Oh my gosh. What on earth is happening?
Well, I don't know, but I'm feeling anti-Semitic with this on, so I should probably take it off.
Oh. Right out the gates.
Right out the gates.
Well, if you're going to say something and then demand apologies, we're going to talk about it sizzle sazzle right off the sizzling Hot Topics block. Hi, everyone. I'm Sureg'ay, as you know.
And then, of course,
I'm Wine Boy. Sorry, I was switching over.
I was stunned.
To start showing people's comments. I'm very excited. Our fans
I'm
are here.
I want to see the live comments also.
Dr. Denise is in the house.
Hi, everyone. Dr. Denise, Sunny. Good evening, girl. Gail Blackmer. Chris Compton.
Chris Condon with the Norma Desmond reference.
Marion Library. They're all checking in.
Oh,
that's
we only
true.
got 15 minutes.
It's like roll call of the
Folks,
people that are ready to scarf slap and be alcoholics.
Are all the students here? I accidentally showed my face in the beginning, so now I'm nervous. Did
you, Wine Boy?
I forget in our post or pre-production meeting, I tend not to kill my camera, and then I was looking at the camera going, "That's me. That's my daughter's room." Oh, probably should click that off.
Brittany Schmidt, Kelly Jenner. Got it right.
How could she forget it's Thursday, Brittany? It's Thursday.
Don't worry. I almost had a heart attack yesterday when I was on the beach sipping and slurping, and Cecil sent Wine Boy and I a text and was like, let's talk about this, and this. And we both had heart attacks and thought it was Thursday.
I 100% thought it was Thursday.
So many topics to get to this week.
So let's get right to it. Cheers, everyone in the audience, and to the wonderful people out in America, Puerto Rico, not Russia, and abroad. Raise your glass and cheers. Chank.
Cheers.
It's like a chime from church. All in session.
Scott Mills pointing out that we have a lot of top fans here, I'll say.
Well, and why am I always on the bottom of the screen here?
I think
sorry, I didn't mean why.
Obvious.
Look, I even shaved my beard. No one's commented. Speaking of.
Did you get a divorce? Sergey, why didn't you share such personal information?
That is rude. That is like insulting Ryan Seacrest rude.
Oh, poor Ryan Seacrest. He had to take a step away from everything.
He did?
Where's Avocado Man?
Yeah.
Here. Where's Avocado Man? And hashtag DBH. We need them all to chime in.
DBH is here.
I didn't see him.
DBH
there
is
he is, Sazzle, David DBH. All right.
Yeah, DBH
so let's get started. I feel like everyone's in school without their masks. Thank you.
Soon enough.
So let's get right to it. As you know, I started the segment with a head wrap like Nick Cannon, and I was trying to be funny, because he's not.
What?
I've never been a big fan of his. Definitely not a top fan in any means.
Hey.
But he has had a lot of crazy things this week and offended a lot of people and got fired by CBS. So Wine Boy, why don't you fill us in on exactly what he said? Because that's like the only topic you studied this week.
Yeah, so I guess I recently just looked into it. So he was doing his podcast, and he had on there, I forget his name, but he used to be part of Public Enemy, the rap group back in the 80s. And they were pretty much saying some anti-Semitic comments about... Well, anti-Semitic means not good comments against Jewish people.
Just wanted to clarify for our viewers at home.
Okay, no worries. I'm here to help.
And me.
And you, yeah. And then he started talking about how the melatonin in his skin and other black people's skin apparently makes them more compassionate. And since white people don't have melatonin or enough melatonin in their skin, it makes them rapists and thieves, and apparently they're barbarians / close to animals, is what he said. And I'm kind of paraphrasing, but I did watch a YouTube clip of this, and I could post it if anybody wants to actually see it and don't believe me. But yeah, you pretty much said stuff that I feel like if it was anybody else saying it, you probably would get a severe backlash. But yeah, I don't know. It seems very racist to me because he also talked about how there's black people or melatonin, people with more melatonin are superior than people that don't have melatonin, which the actual definition of racism means that you think one race is superior than the other. Yeah, I'm saying this very calmly than I did last time when I was talking to you guys about it because it's very messed up.
I'm sorry, Wine Boy.
Melatonin? Am I saying melatonin? I'm sorry. It's
melatonin is what you take to fall asleep.
Oh, well, my bad.
Well,
he
kept talking and I was about to. So,
for the record, I have been once again drinking for a while. So, kudos to you.
If anything, I should know about melatonin, and I kept hearing it, and I kept thinking, this is why I'm having him chat about this because I didn't understand that melatonin was an insult.
Well, this is why we make light of all kinds of things. Melatonin, racism, whatever.
It's not like we can get fired. So speaking of that, thank you, Wine Boy, for that. Can we just add one note on the Nick Cannon thing? He got fired by CBS for saying anti-Semitic phrases, terms, melatonins. But Fox was like, oh, I don't know. It wasn't so bad. We'll just keep you around because, ironically, he is on The Masked Singer, which is doing well. So Fox viewers, get the hint. Wear the mask. It's doing well. I don't know why I got so deep. I was getting booked for a moment.
Thank you, Dr. Denise, for that.
Hey, I'm no doctor, so that's fine. That's why I pour wine. Also drink it. Congrats,
we have new audience members. Hello to Wes Vanden Heuvel, Sean Armstrong from Chicago, Illinois. The Windy City, probably because
this is so exciting.
There's
Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
We're all glad you're here. I'm just going down the list. Dr. Denise, anything we have to say that deals with science or medicine, we would appreciate it if you would chime in since you're an expert. And
she is a PhD. Much smarter than all of us put together.
Especially Wine Boy melatonin. All right. So
you know what's funny? I said melatonin before, and neither one of you corrected me till just now. I just want to make sure.
Well,
that was clear. I don't claim to be the expert.
I'm just saying.
That is a good point, Denise.
Yeah, true.
So speaking of skin tone,
Trump has never apologized for anything, and
he's not
really ought to.
Please don't hold your breath. I was going to bring up a Glee reference, but it's too soon.
Jeff Perry has a PhD as well, all the way from Michigan.
See, we have doctors, lawyers.
We got so many people.
Out of work actors. They all chime into our show. So we are well-rounded, kind of like my quarantine lower half. So we're not going to go down there.
I can't even, Sergey. I don't even want this camera to go any further south than it already has.
Well, you're in Florida, and believe me, I'm not going south. You can come up here, but you can pay a $2,000 fine for not quarantining. Thanks to
these people are insane here in Florida. I mean,
well, we've known that.
Look, people in Florida are having these no mask events where they just literally want people to show up and just get COVID, like at restaurants. It's insane. This stupid place. I don't even want to mention their name because I feel like mentioning their name gives them publicity. But it is insane. This restaurant in Windermere, Florida, had an event that they called a Patriot event. Sorry, I get very turned around in this camera, and I just want to make sure that my bunny ears are in frame, and I keep moving the wrong ones. Anyway, so they had this event, and they called it for Patriots, and they said you needn't wear a mask. So of course, all of these people go to this stupid restaurant. No one is wearing a mask. Everyone is jammed in there like sardines. It's a grilled cheese restaurant, by the by. Can I just say, if you can't fucking make a grilled cheese at your stupid house, then you deserve to get COVID. I can't.
There's nothing like a grilled cheese with extra side of COVID for $19. Apparently Wine Boy's still drunk. I'm just talking to the no cameras.
I was just reading Dr. Perry's comments. I don't feel like anyone gets COVID. It's just a microbe. It's just a microbe looking for the right lungs to settle down and grow old with. That makes it sound very quaint, Jeff Perry. That might be
the quote of the night so far. So Jeff Perry, props to you, and a little sizzle sazzle cheers with a wine chat for you.
They sure did. Oh, Sonny brings up a great point. They sure did get busted by the alcohol and tobacco cops. I don't know what they're called.
And I loved it because I watched the video, and that guy that was like, "Oh, what are you? Are they ATF? What is that?" Like he had to like Google it, and then suddenly the lady officer turns and she's like, "Mm-hmm," like, "Good for you." Like those people. And my favorite part was the manager who pulls down her mask to talk to the police officers.
Exactly.
Like, what am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong? Uncovering her huge face.
I'm not a violent person, but sometimes I just want to poke them right in the face.
I think the funniest thing is that I've watched people do kind of what you do when you're driving a car and trying to like find the road that you're looking for. You turn down the volume. I was talking to someone and they literally were listening to me, but they couldn't hear me. So they pulled their mask down as if that was going to help. Yeah, their own mask. That was going to help them hear me. And then they put it back up when they started talking. I thought that was quite hilarious.
I will say this. There's something that I do sometimes. So apparently I'm one of those masturbators also. But I'll take my glasses off when I'm talking sometimes because I feel like I can hear better.
Okay.
Dr. Denise, where's Mary Trump to psychologically...
We need thoughts on that one.
I need to be psychologically diagnosed. So speaking of Mary Trump's book, who's the niece of Donald Trump, and God knows how many relatives he has who eventually will... I'm sure one of the sons will come out with a book in another 2 years to try and make money somehow. But Mary Trump...
Of course, with Eric, with Eric, it's going to be a coloring book. Anyway.
Her book, who was tried to be stopped by the Trump administration and everything else to keep it out of the publishing, did not succeed. And so she is all over the networks this week promoting like crazy. And her book, and I quote, according to, well, some of you won't like this, but from CNN, they said, record mammoth sales. Whatever the mammoth refers to, I assume it's hairy like your back, but
look, I've tried to narrow back there, and it is difficult to get all the way back there.
Back there, back hair. Brought to you by Cecil and Sureg'ay.
There was a.
I want to
read it.
Can I just
know who won't read it
for a quick second? Dr. Denise is saying, do you want me to be honest? And I'm trying to remember about what. I mean, yes, we always want you to be honest, Dr. Denise. But now I'm not sure what we were talking about when you said it.
I'm trying to catch up on everybody's things. I've been doing a lot over here. I'm not just sitting there watching you guys. Got things going on. And can I say one thing?
We're not going to comment on Roxy's Grilled Cheese. We're not putting their website up unless they're closed. Because we do have a segment where we pay it forward to the responsible owners of restaurants.
That's not the place. That's not the place.
That's not the place.
It's coming up later.
If you watch a show called This Is Why I'm Single, the character actually shows you how to get your back hair with a stick and a razor, and it works very well. That's all I want to say. We got 15 more minutes.
We only have 15 minutes.
We got to wrap this up, kids, because our show is 15 minutes. The sponsors only sponsor us for every 15 minutes.
We're only blowing through these.
Speaking of that, we want to give a special shout out to all of our fabulous viewers last week who were kind enough to help us out with our endeavor as we pay for our expenses of
Yes, thank you
broadcasting
so
and new
much.
logos and t-shirts coming your way. So thank you to all of our special donors. And as you know, if you decide to, our show is free because, well, it should be. But we do, in these hard times, appreciate your donations. And you can go to our Cash App if you have the Cash App. And it's Hot Topics CSWB, which you know is Cecil, Sureg'ay,
Sureg'ay and Wine Boy.
Anyways, we appreciate all of your donations. They were coming in, just flowing in like tweets from the president last week. They were just rolling off the tongue. And we appreciate that. And thank you. We'll give you a shout out if they pop up throughout our broadcast. So once again, Cash App, Hot Topics, CSWB. All right. I feel like a Catholic priest asking for money, so I'm going to move on from that topic now.
We're passing around the plate.
Speaking of Catholic, let me have some wine before we move on to our next topic. Our next topic, there's been a lot of chit chat this week and very sizzle-sazzle spiciness with the CEO and president of Goya, Mr. Robert Unanono. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I didn't say melatonin, so I'm good. Anyways, he is all in with President Trump. And now people are pretending he's Chick-fil-A and trying to boycott all the spices. Well, I'll have you know, with a little bit of Hispanic in me occasionally, I have a large bottle of adobo seasoning, and I am going to use that. I will never buy it again, but I'm going to use that bottle until I die, because it's very large.
I just don't even get the whole... I don't understand why they're getting away with Ivanka Trump holding up a Goya can and tweeting about it, and Donald Trump sitting there with the Goya products on the Oval Office desk. It's like he is 100% endorsing those products, and he is 100% using his position as the president and as the president's
title,
whatever, to promote a company.
During a pandemic, might I add. Let's not forget that you're going to get gas and COVID-19 from Goya beans. So, allegedly.
And can I just say
Yes.
one thing?
T-shirts.
Donald Trump wouldn't recognize a Goya bean if it was doing landscaping on the White House lawn. I don't even understand why he's even, of course, because the guy flattered him. So once he flatters him, he's like, oh,
first
of course,
of all,
I'm going to have to.
I may not have been able to pronounce the man's name. I guarantee you, Mr. President doesn't know how to pronounce his name. But can I just say one thing? I need a T-shirt as well. Can I just say one thing?
That's my catchphrase.
I know,
apparently.
but I stole it like a baby at the border. I just wanted to say, the Goya, Trump, and Ivanka, have you not learned anything? We froze. Whatever you do, don't pose with something like a chair or a wine bottle. This is who I'm drinking tonight, by the way.
Ooh, menage a trois.
Well, there's three of us.
That reminds me of Tuesday.
But first of all, Trump posed with the Bible, and everyone put things, green screen things in or Photoshopped them in. And then Ivanka Trump did it. And then I've been receiving pictures all day from our lovely viewers of things that Ivanka Trump was holding. And I guarantee you and promise you, they were not a Goya can. So, dear White House, someone get the message. Don't pose with things, because the people out there,
the internet will replace them with other things, and you won't.
Chris Condon has plenty of pictures if he's able to. I don't know if you can post pictures in our feed. Maybe you shouldn't, but there's a lot of funny ones.
Have you seen the one where Trump was posing with the Bible out of the right in front of the church, but they photoshopped it out and put a porn in his hand? A porn DVD?
Now that was nice of them, because that was more realistic.
True.
I think it was like big black beautiful women
posing with his Bible. He was posing with a Bible.
Well, yeah. Well,
let's move on with him. I get it. Indigestion.
No, we only have 14 minutes.
But there's so many things to talk about. Just want to touch on this one this week. The campaign doesn't seem to be going too well because Brad Parscale, which is the campaign manager for Trump 2020, Keep America Great because it's real great, not, has been demoted this week.
That's
just
true.
That is true. He just got demoted, and so I guess things aren't going as well as Mr. President would tell you they are. So good luck, Brad Parscale. And yes, and on that note, Kelly, what the hell's her name? Kellyanne Conway.
Kellyanne Conway's daughter.
Hello, it's Jenner.
Her daughter.
Jenner.
Not
God.
Kylie Jenner.
Oh, sorry.
Kelly Jenner doesn't work for the president anymore.
No, she's been off her knees for a while. The Kellyanne Conway's daughter went on TikTok, which I didn't realize was not a sound effect. It's an actual app for those of you, Brittany Schmick, who trying to correct me on Venmo, the kids use, and Cash App. Download Cash App. Even Sunny King downloaded Cash App, and she said it was just for us. So if she can do it, you can do it.
Aw,
CSWD. So Kellyanne Conway's daughter went off the rails, and it was very humorous. So I highly suggest you Google, as her daughter claims, my mom is fake and isn't really about freedom of speech because she's trying to hold back my freedom of speech, whatnot. Anyway.
Did you see her snatch that phone? At the end of this
snatched
TikTok
that
video,
phone.
people, Kellyanne Conway snatches that phone out of her daughter's hand. And I can only imagine the conversation that had to have happened directly afterwards. I'm sure that it was a little Joan Crawford, Christina wire hanger whole situation in that household right after she snatched that phone out of her hand.
I had to put a scarf on it. It's cold up here in New Jersey. It's like 80 degrees.
Oh my God. It was amazing. It was amazing, Dr. Denise. It was the best thing ever.
I'm telling you, every single one of you, your homework tonight is to Google Kellyanne Conway's daughter on TikTok. I'm telling you, it is worth the 2 minutes of your life because, first of all, it's not like Kellyanne Conway had makeup on, so don't think like, oh, she's at home. She really insults all the young people and everything. It's just horrible. And so therefore, COVID on her. All right, so moving on from that, let's talk about more cuckoo-ness.
That's a great question, Michael Ferreira. He goes, what's up with her husband? How are they still married? I can't even imagine. They must have the angriest sex in the world.
Well, now let me speak on the marriage topic because, as you know, I'm a professional at that. Since I am a devout Christian and married heterosexual, there's times that you may have disagreements, and you might be Republican or Democrat or feminine or masculine or both, like I am. But the point is,
mask like you.
I'm very masked. You should see my muscles. So there are times where she's probably at work a lot longer, like my wife, and then I just have my opinion and she has hers, and well, our kids are the result of that. Kellyanne Conway and George Conway, either they have one hell of a book deal coming out later on. What?
Kelly Jenner, she kills me.
Bony, creaky, angry sex.
Bony, creaky, angry sex. That should be a song in a musical.
That's going to be.
It sounds like a Kanye West. It sounds like a Kanye West Daft Punk mix-up. Bony, creaky, angry sex. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. And speaking of Kanye Conway.
Did he drop out?
He dropped out of the presidential race.
Well, that was fast. You had a comment on that earlier, Cecil. What was that?
At least it lasted longer than a Britney Spears marriage.
O M GOYA.
You can't do that while I'm swallowing. You can't.
Well, normally you spit, so I was just ready. I've got glasses on and a mask.
Kelly Jenner, Quit bringing up your transvaginal mesh. If I never hear that phrase again, it'll be too soon.
So speaking of wearing a mask or mesh, whatever, the Arkansas governor, do you know anything about the Arkansas governor?
No.
Well, then I'm going to
I
tell
don't
you.
know why I was being so weird.
So
we only have 15 minutes.
Oh, we've got 15 minutes. We got to hurry. Okay. Let me see. So today, I have to give a cheers to the governor of Arkansas, Mrs. Asa Hutchinson. And she's a real bless your heart kind of girl. So let me help you get the picture of her.
Where are you going, Sergey?
She said,
"Oh my goodness!
Children and grandchildren will be going back to school this year, and they will be required in most instances to wear face coverings. And if you think about it, if you're going to ask the children, the school setting, to wear a face coverings for everyone's health and safety, then the adults must help them to be ready and to set the right example for them." That was Miss Asa Hutchinson, Arkansas governor. And she was she's finally setting an example, and she's a Republican. What
Wow.
She had some melatonin with some ecstasy or something. But I have to give a cheers to her because she's right. How do you expect? The adults need to start setting an example, and it's time for leaders to start setting an example like us. We drink in proportions. And Bony Creaky Angry Sex is what we're going to have tonight. So cheers, raise your glass to the governor of Arkansas, and to our next topic.
Can I just say
one thing?
No.
At least get your saying right. God. O M God.
Listen. No, I would. Did you see that interview on CNN with Betsy DeVos? With Betsy DeVos?
No, I don't.
About people going back to school.
No, I didn't, but I'm sure somebody did. And Betsy DeVos, look, the teachers. There's teachers in our audience like Robin Weed Miller, and that's the only one I can think of at the top of my head. And they're disgusted. Like teachers are being forced to go back to school, but here's the thing: there's no plan. That's great. I agree. We have to get back to business. We have to get back the economy. We have to do all kinds of things. How about a plan? And yeah,
that's all.
I'm going to need more wine because Betsy DeVos she's the one making me an alcoholic.
I love, yes, exactly, Brittany Schmidt-Key. It'll only kill 0.2% of kids, so it's like only 15,000 kids. What's the big whoop?
That's really good. Thank you, Menage a Trois, for the wine tonight. Menage a Trois Winery allegedly giving this to me.
No, you can't. They're not sponsoring us. You can't do that.
Oh, is that a legal thing?
No, just you guys, you don't listen to the notes I send you.
Did you have a meeting without me again?
I've had several meetings. Wait a minute. Never mind.
Well, anyways, Menage a Trois. We do have another wine sponsor coming to us next week. And I'll talk about them later because they were a little busy this week. But we also have a shout out in our Pay It Forward section coming later in the show. So stay tuned because we have a special discount for our viewers, compliments of this special mom and pop. So this week also, Colonel Alexander Vindman retired because of being bullied by Trump and everything else. And I know people are going to be like, oh, snowflake, whatever. But let's be honest. He told the truth and he was villainized. And in the same week that he retired, Roger Stone, who lied to everyone, was let out of jail. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the America we're living in. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. Think about that. Our military men and women are allegedly being targeted, and we're not talking about that from the White House. And Colonel Vindman retires and heads out after telling the truth, who was a true hero and big balls. Let's just get right to it for speaking up and knowing that you'll probably be ruined. Big balls, like avocados, and then in the same week, Roger Stone was let out of jail. I mean, let's talk about grab him by the. I was bleeped. So I'm sizzle sazzled over that one.
Roger Stone looks like a Batman villain gone on steroids. It's like he's just, he should be in a comic book. He is that much of a weird character. I don't have more to say about it.
He'll say enough about himself anyway. So let's let his own Hot Topic show, and let's see what kind of sponsors he gets, because ours are huge.
You know that he's like loves Nixon, right? Like I watched that Roger Stone doc, and he's like all about Nixon. Who Nixon?
That documentary is eerie to watch, actually.
Right?
And there's so many parallels. It's
so many parallels. Okay.
Well, the guy who directed that was also on CNN, and he said that now that Roger Stone is out of jail, he might as well just be unleashed, unhinged, because now he realizes that he will get away with anything.
Well, there's always Hillary in the wings of the theater to snuff him out if need be, because she's that good.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
So another crazy cuckoo moment this week. Obviously a lot of
Damn right, Dr. Denise.
People are out of work because they're just chiming in on Twitter. And Chuck Woolery decided to claim that everything was a hoax with COVID-19 and blah, 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 blah. And then lo and behold, I kid you not, and it was fact checked by Snopes. And thanks to Sunny King for giving us that link. You can post it there for us, Sunny. But Chuck Woolery was like, COVID-19 is a hoax. I'm tired of the media, blah, blah, blah. Basic Fox News talking points. And then, lo and behold, a tweet 2 days later, his son has COVID-19. Now, I'm not one for karma, but I just like to bring up the word. But then, because people thought it was fake, he also quickly deleted his entire Twitter account right after that.
What?
So, look, I'm so tired of people saying it's a hoax and then suddenly it affects them or someone in there and they're like, oh, I need thoughts and prayers and apologies and everything else. Well, guess what? Here's what I think. And I'm going to wear a coat that says, I really don't care. Love, Melania.
Exactly. What is it with these games?
I'm tired of doing the right thing and trying to help, listening to the professionals. And then people are just like, don't infringe on my rights. I don't need to wear a mask. It's my body and all this stuff. And then they're going out and now their numbers are going up and they're like, what? There's so much blame going around. And the fact is that just do the simple things they keep telling you. Try that for a starter, because we're all in this together, because you're going to have it, then we're going to have it, then you're going to have it, then we're going to have it, then you're going to have it, we're going to have it.
I think it's kind of hysterical when there's people that are telling that before this were telling other people what they're supposed to do with their body, especially women, and telling women what they're allowed to do with their body. But now when you tell them what to do with their body, they're like, oh, whoa, I have a freedom here. Whoa.
And let me use my AR-15 to prove it to you.
We're getting the support here from Brittany Schmidtke. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and check out Sunny.
There you go.
Because she has the Chuck Woolery COVID fact from Snopes there. So put that up also there, Wine Boy.
What is the deal with these nutcase game show hosts? Him and Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak is a right-wing weirdo too.
Well, let's be honest. Game show hosts are nutsy cuckoo to begin with. Although I really, 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 really like the new show. Well, it's not new; it's a remake. No Whammies or what? Press Your Luck. That's fun. And I do not know the new host. I just had a brain aneurysm. Hold on.
Is it Nick Cannon?
That's the Masked Singer. It's on Fox. Wear your mask. Oh, shit the bed. What's her name? Someone chime in. She's so funny. She's in Best in Show. She's from all those Christopher Guest movies.
Oh my gosh, Erin Smalls. Coming in with a suggestive language.
No whammies, exactly. What the hell's her name? Erin Smalls, hello from, where are you, Atlanta?
ATL.
Attaboy.
Is it Elizabeth Banks?
Is Elizabeth Banks?
Thank you.
Yeah, Kelly Jenner.
That a girl, Kelly Jenner.
Thank you, Kelly Jenner.
No whammies, no whammies. Oh. Anyways, it's a very good show and it's fun.
I'm
and it's
sorry, I was just stuck on Aaron Small's comment, and I was just like, ooh.
I just see that now. Well,
I
hold on.
know.
Raise a wine glass and
My
with a roof in it.
goodness.
Let's
Aaron
hear what
Small.
you would do with me first. Sorry, I've been drinking, so
Why do you get to go first?
I don't like sloppy seconds.
Are you in New York City? Oh gosh, I thought you were in ATL.
Somebody delete
That's
that.
why Sureg'ay's going first. He's closest.
Yeah, really. Well, only one train ride
Well,
away.
lucky for you, Aaron Smalls, our show's only 15 minutes. Good thing you came in at the beginning.
Yeah. We're running out of time, Aaron Smalls.
Yeah, so sorry, we're just about to wrap up. So, all right. So, any more hot topics that I think we talked about most.
Well, can I just? We should issue. Speaking of issuing apologies, I think that we should issue an apology to Ghislaine Maxwell because we have been mispronouncing her name this entire time and calling her Ghislaine when it is Ghislaine.
I'm sorry. I think it's apropos, and I come up with sayings other than T-shirts, and I will forever call her Ghislaine Maxwell because obviously she's been in the fast lane, Ghislaine, for several years, and she, if she survives in jail, she is going to be on Mitch's face.
Well, I just want you to be aware, Sergey, that the jizz is silent in her name.
It depends on where it lands.
I mean, for the things that she's been a part of, I think mispronouncing her name is the least of it.
Speaking of documentaries and Netflix and all that good stuff, there's a Jeffrey Epstein Netflix special on that. I highly recommend you all, if you're bored. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably also busy during this COVID thing. Check out that Filthy Rich, I think it's called. And it is dirty, sexy money. Well, it's not sexy, it's gross. But there's some dirt. I mean,
really?
Like under the same as under Wine Boy's nails. I mean, dirty. Dirty.
Don't bring me into this. Don't you do it.
Well, I am bringing Menage a Trois, so I planned on bringing you in at some point.
Either you or Aaron Smalls, one of them.
Yeah. Speaking of the jizz is silent, Wine Boy, thanks for chiming in. So yes.
Speaking of Netflix shows,
thank you for clarifying that, and I will probably sleep well tonight, knowing that I will still call her Ghislaine Maxwell.
Speaking of Netflix show, apparently Zac Efron has a new Netflix show called Down to Earth, where he is shirtless with a beard, and I can't even handle it. I'm about to.
Can we pop up a picture? I mean, I just asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. Can we pop up a picture of him? I don't know if we have. You know what? We don't have that capability yet. Our producers and our budget is low. So
you know what I'm so happy about is that if anybody is going to have to do that, it's going to have to be Wine Boy.
That's true,
Wine Boy is going to have to look it up and post.
And it'll be in your cookies.
Save it on his computer.
The sad part is,
look it up, save it on his computer, and then try to post it.
You can't ask for things during the show beforehand, sure, but right now I'm about 3/4 of a bottle deep of this wine that I'm drinking that I'm not going to say because they didn't give me no money, and that's not going to happen.
Well, anyways, thanks so much. See, that's why we're on a low budget. Anyways, thank you all for your Cash App donations at Hot Topics CSWB. Thank you so much because, wow, look, matter of fact. Donation alert, Cash App.
Did we get a donation?
Thank you so much. They're starting to come in.
Thank you.
We'll be able to afford a sip of wine next week.
We certainly appreciate it. This this streaming service is not free, and
this streaming service is not free.
And folks, we are working on a very special Hot Topics logo as well. So we're super excited about that. Hopefully here in the next couple of days, we'll have a logo.
Our marketing strategist also has.
We are working on it, people.
Well,
we
all
are
of our favorite
working
sayings and all of your favorite sayings, and that you've come up with as well. We have T-shirts. It'll be, and you can get to vote on them on one of our future episodes. So thank you again for all of your donations and most importantly, your support for chiming in, because the fact that you stay with us for 15 minutes every week is very incredible and very
sweet.
Yeah,
we really, really appreciate it.
So speaking of that, we would like to do our next segment, which we call Pay It Forward to the Mom and Pops.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to start off, but I would like all of our audience viewers to think of a local restaurant owned by a mom and pop or local business like, I don't know, Chumpware or something like that you would like to give a shout out to and help support them, and type in their links in the comments, and we will be happy to support local businesses in Florida and New Jersey area, New York area, as well as
beyond,
because they're going to be a wine sponsor next week. 12 Fires Winery coming soon, allegedly. Sorry, that
for reals.
Just we're in talkity tutus. But all that aside, we would like to focus on our actual sponsor this evening, to the Pay It Forward segment. And it is...
Is this a segment you didn't even tell me about?
Again, we don't tell you these things because that way it gets done. So a special shout out, you can type in feedyoursoul.com. It is a bakery that is... all types of delicious goodies, brownies, cookies that I've tried, and they are divine, and they're going to send us some real butter, premium chocolate, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. And they have a passion for giving. Every purchase helps feed those in need at the Coalition for the Homeless in New York City. So we love feedyoursoul.com, which is Feed Your Soul Cafe. And as a special thank you to all of our viewers for chiming in, you can go to their website, and if you put in the special code of Bake It Forward, you will receive 10% off your entire order.
Sergey,
so, you're welcome.
You've told me nothing about this.
That's why, because
we've been texting all day.
Bitch, I was on the beach and you were texting me yesterday. You don't even know what day of the week it is. Why am I going to tell you what we're doing next?
Oh my gosh.
So thank you to feedyoursoul.com and to Ann Man and to Maya. Special shout out to Maya Zaraki. She left Wall Street on a mission to make the world a sweeter place. And you know what? That's what the world needs right now. So thank you, feedyoursoul.com. All right. It's almost as if I'm a commercial actor.
I know. Wow.
Welcome, America. And you're welcome. So thank you. Anyways, yes, it's national, so all you people can order it. Don't act like you're from Florida and you can't order anything. Stop being cheap and order from them. All right. I'm
gonna check it out.
So let's go to the audience. Who
I guess it's time. Is it time for Scar Slaps or
it is? But I mean,
we only have 15 minutes.
People were asking. Yes, I am a Star Search spokesmodel. Yes.
Well, we have one from Kylie Jenner for the NY Chinese on Curry Ford and Cimarron. That's in Orlando, Florida.
It's nice to know they're still open.
We do actually have viewers in Boston, Brittany. So I would say recommend away.
Oh, no, we absolutely do. Hell, we have viewers all over the world now, hopefully.
We have the entire New England Patriots team tuning in.
Excellent. All right. Well,
wishful thinking.
All right, so next week we'll have a new sponsor in our Pay It Forward Mom and Pop segment. But also don't forget, you can still chime in because this feed goes through the weekend. It stays up on our feed, and you can post people you want to give a shout out to and that you like giving business to because A, they are wonderful people making the world a better place, and also, I don't know, maybe they're just wearing their masks and not trying to kill you.
And I would like to point out, folks, that that in addition to being here on Facebook streaming, we are also available to view on YouTube. So if you
Sazzle,
I
we are
know.
like Hulu.
we're
Netflix.
on both. So if you happen to have a friend who
I
is
prefer
not
both.
Facebook savvy, that you can certainly send them to our YouTube page, Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay, and they can view
Now-
from there, from
now-
our YouTube.
Don't have a buzzkill when you go there, and don't have limp. You know what? When you get there, we just started that. We thought, well, we should chuck it over to YouTube as well. So when you see that there's only 2 views, don't be like, oh, because how many views do you have? All right.
We haven't done the whole rollout yet.
No,
Yeah,
not yet.
We're getting Brad
But
Carson.
I am just gonna say, we also have an Insta page, which is Hot Topics CSWB as well.
Isn't that the Cash App?
That is our Cash App.
All right.
$ Hot Topics CSWB. But we have our Insta page as well. Nothing's on it, so don't freak out if you go there and nothing's on it yet. We just got started. Oh,
So,
and look at
enough
Marion
about
Librarian.
that. Enough about those dreary campaign numbers. We are growing every week, and it's because of the way you excite us. So thank you for stroking us and making us grow, because every morning is a glorious morning.
He doesn't see it now. He sees it.
It's a soft launch
It's a
on
very
YouTube.
soft-
It's more of a flaccid launch on
Very
YouTube.
flaccid.
That's the word I was looking for, but I still have melatonin stuck in my head. Thanks
Okay.
to
Oh my God.
Why
Can I
Melanin.
just say I apologize for that? Obviously, I
Ugh,
misspoke.
jeez.
I've been drinking a while. My slurring of the words, and I apologize for the misuse of the words of the pigment of people's skins. And I apologize.
We are getting
Apology alert.
followers.
McMahon is
We're
here.
getting
Apology alert.
followers.
I'd like
So
to apologize to CBS, but not Fox News because I'm still hired.
What?
I love you, Mariah.
well, the funny thing is that now he's demanding an apology from the Viacom CBS Corporation for not talking to him about what's stuff going on. So it's kind of
That was in the first 15 minutes of our show. We have to move on.
We have to move on.
you cannot bring it back up and then say we got to move on. That's on you.
Look.
First of all, real
All right,
quick,
it's time for-
can I just say something? Destiny's Pizza in Winter Springs, Florida. Check them out. They're a small business and they have great pizza. And we had some tonight. My family and I, we all love it. Even my daughter, who's a year and a half, eats it. So it's very delicious and very good.
That's child abuse.
No, they can eat pizza at that age, you fucker.
You gave your 4-month-old pizza.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
God. No wonder your wife got pregnant. You were just feeding her whatever you. Here,
What?
try this. Put this in
It
your mouth.
is- no, I said
I don't think that's how
Easy.
pregnancy works,
that is
Sergey.
definitely not how that works.
Well, I just put it wherever. Wine boy, you can't feed your baby pizza.
Yes, no, my baby's she's a
She's
toddler
gonna look
now.
like Honey
She's
Boo
a
Boo.
toddler?
Yeah, she's technically a toddler, right?
When
I
did
think
that
that's what
happen?
they say. Because when you get to a certain age, she's not an infant anymore. She's getting bigger. She's running around. She's telling me no. Yeah, she
She's
runs
running
around.
around.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she
anything
says
about
no.
running around. Well, good. She's burning off that pizza.
Yeah, she does. And then now she's probably sleeping, probably waking up.
Unlike Wine Boy.
Listen,
Zoom in on the lower
Brittany-
half of Wine Boy.
Brittany is telling us, thank you, Scott Mills. Don't tell parents how to parent.
Yeah,
feel-
yeah, exactly.
I feel very qualified as a Chihuahua owner that I can tell people how to parent.
Because
Especially
it's definitely
people
the same thing.
in Mexico. You take yours to races.
True.
At least you exercise them. I mean, seriously. Well, sorry. I probably have children. I'm just not aware of in all 50 states. But
You can't get pregnant in the mouth. That's all I know.
Were you a spoon
You can't even say it.
that's all swallow.
I almost said spoon donor, and I didn't mean that. I meant sperm
Thank
donor.
you, Brittany.
Wine Boy is definitely a big spoon.
I am 100% a big spoon. 100%. But sometimes I like
Who
to be
would
a
think
little.
it's freezing cold in Florida? All I'm gonna say.
I think, thank you, Brittany. YOLO. Everybody, you know what?
Oh, YOLO.
Sure,
Oh,
everybody,
yeah. I forgot.
they missed your YOLO topic. Everybody's claiming for it. The fans want it.
Okay. Here's tonight's segment of YOLO.
Hold on.
What? Is
I
this
said
a
hold on.
segment?
Yes, YOLO. Look, you only live once, so I highly recommend that you do not feed your infant child pizza or take your 4-year-old out on a pontoon boat in rough water.
Oh.
First,
Poor
she's not
Naya
an infant.
Rivera. She's not even with us any longer.
Not an infant.
Well, that's not because of, it's because of what's her nuts. She bumped her off.
Leah Michelle.
Yeah. We all
I
know. Let's just call it like
100%
it
believe
is.
that.
Let's just
I
call it
100% believe
And
that.
coincidentally, they found her on Corey Cucaracha.
Monteith.
Yeah, him. On his anniversary of his death. I mean,
What?
Do I have to tell you everything? YOLO. Yes, I'm not making that.
We're getting a lot of too soons. People are not happy with you.
Well, that's why I'm here. You're the youth perspective. I'm the one that calls it like it is. I agree that she shouldn't have gone on a pontoon boat with a 4-year-old, just like you shouldn't feed your baby pizza.
First of all,
Pizza. Sorry, that's
she has a full
Okay.
mouth of teeth. She has
Listen,
teeth.
can I just say one thing? We have 15 minutes
we
to
gotta
do this
move
show,
on.
and we have not even broached scar slaps. Ouch.
Gail Blackmer chimed in on the Corey Monteith anniversary and said, even I knew that. Ladies and gentlemen, she's like 60 years old. So I bet
Wow.
she has Cash App and you don't, Brittany Schmick, trying to be all youthful. So I don't know. I haven't seen a tip from her yet, but anyway. Okay. So
Terrible. Brittany Smith, don't you even worry about it.
Oh no,
you
the Chris.
don't have to give us anything, Brittany Schmick. We know where you live.
Scott Mills with the Christopher Walken reference from forever ago.
Room 2. What about room 2? All right, we have to move on because we have 15 more minutes.
We only have 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Scarf
Slap.
I am not ready for this.
We know.
Wine
That's
boy.
why we need donations so we can hire a new wine boy.
Have a good night, Michael
Your
Ferreira.
child-
Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Michael Ferreira. Welcome to the show. We just started. So I would like to give the first
We
scarf.
did get a donation from Brittany. Ooh, she caps locked us.
Okay.
We love you.
We're going to put up Brittany Schmick's address so that you all can find her because just like a Trump supporter, they will find you. Oh, wait. Brittany Schmick. That a girl.
Schmicky.
Wait, Schmicky. What did I say?
Oh my
Schmidt.
God.
Oh my God. Thank you, Brittany Jenner. All right. So sorry, I'm trying to, you're talking and you said, listen, and I am
We have
talking.
no followers.
Cash App, donation alert. Thank
Oh
you,
my gosh.
Nikki.
That's true. I said we didn't have
Thank you for
any
your
followers
donation.
and we have nothing up on the thing.
Girl, okay, so yes, Gail Blackmer. Believe it or not, Gail Blackmer, we don't even discuss because we only FaceTime once a week. But yes, my first scarf slap goes out to the governor of Georgia. I don't even know his name because it's not worth saying. But let me just say this because it is a sizzle sazzle. I'm frazzled. Gonna need a sip of wine moment.
Yeah, he's the dumbass.
Says that he is not going to mandate masks and everything else. Keep in mind, this is the same governor of Georgia, which is the city Atlanta is in, who also
Where
came
the
to the
CDC
podium a couple of months ago and said, I didn't know. I just found out in the last 24 hours that you can be asymptomatic and pass it on.
Guy.
So, first of all, you're dumb. Second of all, you're the governor of Georgia, and the CDC national headquarters is in your state, and you didn't know anything. So now you're saying that you don't want to mandate masks and everything else. So to the governor of Georgia.
He also cheated to win that gubernatorial race.
Yeah.
So let's.
So governor of Georgia, you get a scarf slap.
Slap.
Oh, so silent.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was good. Finally, we're on sync. I don't feel like a kung fu movie anymore. Oh, that's rude.
I hate both of you.
Racist.
Well, I've
Nick
never
Cannon.
been like the jackass in the White House.
Anyway,
Thank
who's
you so much.
next? Who's
Okay.
next?
So thank you for the governor of Georgia. Kemp, yes, it's Kemp, and whatever you do, don't Kemp him in office. You
That's
guys
true.
get rid of that. I don't even
Yeah,
care.
he cheated.
At this point, put Jeff Sessions in there, and you can sell Keebler Nabisco
Keebler
crackers.
cookies.
Yeah, from his little treehouse. Thank you, Denise. We know. Well-deserved slap. Thank you, Gail Blackmer. All right, so the next scarf slap is going to go out to. Do you have any suggestions, or am I just going to run this show like a memo meeting? Should I? Add more
I thought you
scarf
wrote them all
slap?
down.
What?
I thought you wrote them all down.
Why? You were doing other shows, you mean, Nick Cannon? Where's your turban? Ah,
If Nick Cannon is going to apologize for anything, it should be those damn turbans.
Oh,
What?
no.
No. Put it away. Put it away. Ugh,
you don't want to see the front of it.
so offensive. Anyways, scarf slap would be to Ron DeSantis.
Peter Navarro. Peter Navarro. Let's get right to it.
Yes,
Oh my
that's
God.
the one.
Yeah.
I
Okay. What a great
forgot.
idea, Cecil. You go with it.
Okay, so
I have facts if you need.
he's the one. You have facts?
Not
Good.
FAX, FACTS. Oh, sorry. The minute the camera goes off me, I pour more wine. You know, Friday mornings are difficult. I want you to
I'll
know.
say.
This is why I recorded
You
all
don't
my
have to tell
auditions this
me.
afternoon. Because my friend's agent was like, this is due by 10 a.m. Friday morning. And I thought, oh, Cecil's going to keep me up late. So I better record them today. So, which is why I'm clean shaven like Wine Boy's pizza eating baby butt.
Okay.
All right. So I'll just,
this guy,
can I just say one thing?
Navarro. What? Are you saying one thing or am I?
Go ahead. Say one thing. We have 15 more minutes.
We only have 15 minutes, people. Okay, so Navarro, and I don't even know what his title is, but he just went on
I do.
Do you?
Yes. Hold on.
What is it?
Well, keep filling in for me for a second, and I've got it right here somewhere.
I'm tap dancing up here,
Oh,
folks.
I wrote it down. Oh, so he is.
Like a Trump advisor or a Trump something.
Well,
or
no. Look, even Trump doesn't know what title they have.
because they're all
Germany
they're
knows
all
because
acting.
I write things down. Oh, Peter Navarro. Anyways, it's on this notes. It's on my iPhone. Hold on a second. If we had a bigger budget, I would have already had these facts for you. Our Cash App is Hot Topics CSWB. Thank you for the donations.
We appreciate them very much.
Peter Navarro is an American economist and newest Trump bootlicker. He thinks Dr. Fauci is wrong on everything he has encountered him on. Okay, first of all, you're an economist, and Dr. Fauci is a
disease specialist.
Correct.
The
So
leading
what
disease specialist.
possibly could you be encountering him on? I mean, okay, great. If you're like Dr.
Nothing.
Fauci, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ and the Cucaracha and the Cash App, Hot Topics CSWB are up or down?
Are up. They're up.
Up. Then Dr. Fauci says, well, it's not in my wheelhouse. Then Peter Navarro's like, well, see, he's wrong on everything I encounter him on. So Peter Navarro, first of all, you got thrown in a position like last minute. I mean, Trump is like,
And literally,
miny ho.
Exactly.
that
And
was-
literally all you need to say is Trump's a great guy and you have a cabinet position.
Well, or a lifetime supply of Goya beans. So Peter Navarro is, first of all, we're in the middle. Can I remind you all, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I don't mean to bring it down, but it's just reality, it's facts, and it's science. So if you're going to force kids to go back to school and wear a mask, for goddamn sake, teach them science and stop worrying about saying God and teach them science and facts. Although you still need to say God.
Okay, we're running out of time.
Yes, so get to the point, Cecil.
So, all I'm saying is that this jerk face has discredited Dr. Fauci and saying that he's insane and the most insane person he's ever met. And it's complete bullshit. And in the meantime, Trump, yes, Kelly Jenner, I'm going off of you right now. Trump deserves extra hard scarf slaps for his dictator move to confiscate COVID-19 reports and have them bypass the CDC. People, let me just tell you one thing. If that happens, if that becomes the way of the world, we will never get a fact on this disease. We will never have the information that we need as a society. And we might as well just pack it all in because no one will know the truth. So scarf slap for that.
Oh, sorry, I'm not on the screen. Sorry, I was getting the wine off.
Are you sucking the cork out of your wine?
I don't like to wait.
Sucking the wine out of your cork? Sergey.
Sorry, I was off camera at the moment. Okay, so who is it? Peter Navarro? I don't know. You were long-winded. I got so bored I started sucking a cork.
You were sucking a cork.
We only have 15 minutes. Peter Navarro, scarf slap.
Peter Navarro.
Okay, so we have an audience chime in. We'd like to give a scarf slap to. This comes from Chicago, Illinois, who texted me. I mean, we're getting messages everywhere now. Scarf slap the governor of Oklahoma, Kevin Stitt, who hosted the Tulsa rally and didn't wear a mask. He tested positive this week for COVID-19. So
exactly.
Thank you for that recommendation, Sean Armstrong from Chicago, Illinois, or wherever you are.
Here we go.
Scarf slap to you. Scarf slap. And a wine.
Oh, and I would like to say this. I want to say this. Haley Snyder brings up a valid point that when Trump starts getting all this data that the CDC is not going to be privy to any longer, look how magically the whole thing is going to clear up if he gets it. Yeah, we did Doug Bowser. We scarf slapped the governor of Georgia.
Doug Bowser, I agree. We only have 15 more minutes.
We sure did do our scarf slap for the governor of Georgia.
Yeah. So thank you for joining in the last portion of the 15 minutes. Hot Mills, what is that all about? So
You're
Peter Navarro got there. Now, last but not least, this scarf slap goes out, and we touched on this earlier, but Ivanka Trump. Ivanka Trump, who now is also trying to promote Goya beans by doing this, and then the lovely millennials, hackers, whoever, just the people that are fabulous, decided to put things like a giant dildo or books or whatever, all kinds of things. They will be posted later, I'm sure, on the Hot Topics page for your loving X-rated enjoyment. But Ivanka, stop it. You know what? Stop trying to be a mother and everything else. You are no longer, in my eyes, anything but just like Kelly McEnany, the White House spokesperson, who also will get double scarf slapped because she's just lying all week. Like, could they hire somebody that doesn't lie for once? We just need someone that's going to talk to us like a motivational speaker, like we do, Cecil. So to Ivanka Trump and to Kelly McEnany,
McEnany of the people.
McEnany of the people. You get a
Can I
scarf.
just wait? I want to add. I'm going to add to the scarf slap for Ivanka because she literally is going online and being like, just try something new. Like, just change your entire fucking career. That's
I
what
would
she
change
wants.
your name and your vaginal address if I were her.
That's what she wants to combat unemployment and millions of Americans
We have
on
15 more minutes
unemployment.
because I have half a bottle.
Millions of millions of Americans on unemployment, and her solution to this problem is just pick a new career. Just change your direction. That's all you really need. Just take everything that you've been living for the past 3 decades of your life and just do something new. It's kind of like when Nancy Reagan was like, just say no to drugs. Just, just don't.
Yeah, just don't do it. Just say no.
And then Ronnie was like, what'd you say? And she was like, well, I just said say no to drugs. And then he would ask her again. And then we just later on realized he had Alzheimer's. But
Yeah, and she really ran the country, but that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Anyways, so scarf slap to all 3 of those bitches.
What happened to my
Boy.
volume? Oh, I turned the volume down because I was working on it.
Because you're feeding your baby.
Well, usually we only
We
do
can't-
3 scarf slaps.
You can't do it while we're not doing it.
First of all, you two are not on the same page. Okay, one goes, the other one goes.
That's why
one goes, the other
pay
goes.
attention to me, wine boy. I've got notes. I've got sponsors.
Dare
I've got
you?
costumes. By the way, next week our new segment, Conservative Bob is going to be here to join.
Oh no, he's not.
Oh, it's amazing what the wine will bring out. And you can interview him, Cecil. I'll let you. So tune in next week when our special favorite, Conservative Bob, shows up. We are going to interview him.
You know who gets the scarf slap? Sergey.
I
For
hate
that.
you and your sayings. I don't really
Okay.
hate you. I just say that because because you do. And because you're youthful and you only understand hate.
Okay, we
all right, so
really
we're
do need to clean this
We
up.
are literally going to wind this up, and I will
Yeah.
cut this off because Wine Boy has music queued up and everything.
That's what I was queuing up. That's why I was silent.
Yeah, why don't you pay attention and stop choking your baby? And
Once you pay attention,
With
then
pizza.
shut up.
so last but not least,
I'm out of wine.
I do want to I want to end on a positive note and say this. Dr. Fauci's interview this week was just, it was uplifting and it made you reassured because if you watch his facial expressions and you watch him speak when they were interviewing him and he said, look, all I'm asking is that you pay attention to the experts. And I kind of think that I am one of those. I'm just here to actually tell the truth and not lie or anything like that. It was a nice little jab to the Trump. And, God bless Dr. Fauci because it's either him or Ghislaine that are we'll take bets who goes first. But anyways, Dr. Fauci is doing his best. So for those of you that are sending death threats to him and everything else, what does he have to gain by that? Seriously, I mean,
Exactly.
pumping hydrochloroquine or Goya beans or dildos by Ivanka Trump. But he's just trying to help you. So maybe just go back a little bit and take baby steps without pizza in their mouth and just listen to what the experts are saying and try maybe wearing a mask or try maybe washing your hands a little more. Try not having giant orgies with 25 rednecks in a boat parade. That's all we're saying. So thank you, Dr. Fauci, for trying to do your best. You were being a true hero. And for those of you that are listening to him, you get a cheers as well. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as we sign off, I just want to say, wear your damn mask. That's all.
Got a favor to ask. Shut the fuck up and put on your mask. Shut the fuck up and put on your mask. Shut the fuck up and put on your mask. Save a human life with a menial task. Shut the fuck up and put on your mask. Look at
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for all of our Cash App sponsors and all everybody else. We had a blast. Thank you for chiming in. You are what makes us keep coming back every week and coming and coming and coming. Right, Cecil?
And coming.
So on behalf of all of us here at Hot Topics, I'm Sureg'ay.
And I'm Cecil.
And I'm Wine Boy.
Good night.
Good night. Love you.